Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to share with you the top vitamin C skincare products that are on the market that I would recommend that you use. I got a request from a viewer saying they would like to know what the best vitamin C skincare products are out there, so this is why I'm doing this video. So thank you so much for those comments. Always feel free to leave comments and suggestions for future videos in any of the other videos that you might be watching. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel and hitting that red subscribe button. You can also go follow Allura Beauty on Instagram, and if you missed the latest video, I will go ahead and link that in the upper right hand corner. That is going to be a video that reviews the entire Necessaire brand. A viewer told me that that was the correct way to pronounce the brand name because it's French. So if you want to get a review of every single product that is in that body care skincare brand that is now available at Sephora, it's very interesting to look at what the brand has to offer, so I'll link that in the upper right hand corner for you to see. We're going to do two main things in this video. The first part is I'm going to just give a very quick overview of what vitamin C is, what you want to look for in a skincare product that has vitamin C, and the second part is going to be the top picks that I have personally tried out and that are formulated correctly and ideally to deliver the vitamin C to your skin. All of the products that I talk about will be linked in the description box below for you to access if you want to go take a look at them or purchase them. I will also put a link to Rakuten in the description box, which means if you are purchasing any of these items online or pretty much anything online through online shopping, you may as well be a part of Rakuten because that gives you cash back on any order that you place and any money that you spend. So you may as well be getting some of that cash back in your pocket. So if you haven't already signed up, I'll put a link to that program in the description box also. So part one, what is vitamin C? Vitamin C is a vitamin. It's an antioxidant for the skin. It helps protect the skin or combat sort of free radicals or damage from exposure and pollution. In that sense, it can be considered anti-aging because it's combating the things that do age our skin. In addition, it can really help in higher concentrations to brighten up the skin, combat discoloration that is on the skin, and that is the main thing that I have noticed in my skin in the past few months. I feel I've seen a noticeable, visible difference in the tone and the brightness and kind of overall tone of my skin, and that is because in the past 3 months or so, I have really concentrated on integrating vitamin C into my skincare on a daily basis. I've tried out a few different products, and I really feel that that is the main driver of why I have seen the visible improvement in my skin. There are a few other changes that I've made too, but I think that that is the main driver of the visible difference that I have noticed improvement in my own skin tone. So vitamin C on an ingredients label, which is what you should be looking at anytime before you purchase a skincare product, will be listed. It can be listed in various different forms, but the gold standard, so to speak, is L-ascorbic acid, sometimes listed just as ascorbic acid. That is the purest form or most effective form of vitamin C that has the most research backing it. There are different generations and even newer generations of vitamin C that have a lot of promise to them, but they don't have as much research behind them, and they are usually not as effective as L-ascorbic acid. L-ascorbic acid is something that's naturally found in your skin and so can penetrate the skin. The other forms of vitamin C that you may see out there are usually have to be converted by your skin in order to make it become L-ascorbic acid and then absorb into your skin, which is why they tend to not be as effective, and there's a question of how much they actually absorb into the skin. Vitamin C also needs to be at a certain pH to be appropriately absorbed by and effective for the skin. It needs to be in a pH of around 3, anywhere from 2.5 to 3.5. And the concentration that is most effective for creating visible results on the skin range between 10% and 20%. Now, as you go up towards that higher range, you do increase the risk for irritation. So if you haven't been integrating vitamin C into your skincare routine, then I would suggest that you start out at the lower range around 10%. And of course you want opaque packaging, and airless packaging is ideal if you can get that. The thing, for all of its great aspects, the thing about L-ascorbic acid is that it is notoriously unstable. So exposure to air, exposure to light, those things cause it to immediately kind of break down. So it is a bit finicky, which is why the formulation for anything that has vitamin C in it is really, really important. And so those are things that we'll cover when I get to my suggestions for top picks of vitamin C skincare products. Antioxidants can really help to stabilize the vitamin C and lengthen its kind of lifespan. The things that you see most often and are very effective in helping stabilize vitamin C are vitamin E or tocopherol and ferulic acid. So if you see those in combination with each other, then that's a very good, it's kind of like the trifecta of giving you a very good vitamin C skincare product. So when you get a vitamin C based skincare product, the liquid formula should be pretty much clear or slightly yellow tinted. If you get into the range of it being dark yellow or even sometimes like almost a rusty color, that means that the vitamin C has kind of gone bad. Its efficacy is greatly reduced. I don't know that you can necessarily say it would be bad for your skin, but it's just not going to give you the results that it should when the vitamin C is new and in its more stable form. All right, so I have 4 top recommendations for vitamin C skincare products when it comes to a water-based formula, which is the most popular and frankly the easiest to use and incorporate into your skincare routine. And I'm gonna go probably from my 4th suggestion up to my very, very top suggestion. So coming in at number 4 is going to be the Resist C15 Super Booster from Paulas Choice. Now this is the old packaging. The current packaging is white with a little bit of, I think, yellow text on it, but it's the same type of dropper bottle. The advantage is that it's opaque, whereas this one is kind of opaque, but you can still see the liquid inside. So it's not completely airtight, but it is pretty well integrated into the packaging. So as the name would suggest, it's 15% vitamin C. You also have in here vitamin E and ferulic acid. It's at the proper pH. It is a completely liquid formulation, so it is very easy to just add a few drops into any other part of your skincare routine before sunscreen, or if you wanted to even use it more as a toner, drop a few drops into your hand and then kind of pat it all over. You could use it that way too. Now the reason this comes in as the 4th place out of the top very good vitamin C products is because of the price point. This costs $40 and you get 0.67 fluid ounces. So it's the least amount of all the products that I will show you in the water-based formulas. And in my experience, the Paulas Choice ones tend to get that yellow, darker, maybe not dark yellow tint, but they tend to become more orange as opposed to clear or very slightly yellow a little more quickly, I've noticed, than the other vitamin C products that I have been using. Coming in at number 3 is going to be Drunk Elephant's C Ferment Day Serum. Now, the reason this is number 3 is, although it has incredibly fantastic ingredients in it, once again, it's just so expensive. This is $80 for a single ounce of product. Now, it has fantastic packaging. It's completely airless, so it's a pump dispenser like this. The packaging is opaque, so you're not going to be exposing the vitamin C to air or to sunlight, which is great. I will note that, once again, you don't want to hoard any of these products. You want to buy them kind of one at a time because it will turn orange after several months, and so the efficacy of the vitamin C will be lost. But this is formulated at the proper pH. It has also, like the Paulas Choice, 15% ascorbic acid. It also has ferulic acid and vitamin C. It also has a ton of other great ingredients like licorice root. So does the Paulas Choice one. And despite the serum name, this is a very thin liquidy consistency, so absolutely something you can easily put on in the daytime, which is really the time that you should be applying your vitamin C, because it has effects that actually also can help your sunscreen and sun protection, but very easy to use formula for all skin types. Coming in at number 2 is going to be from Maylove. This is their the Glow Maker Antioxidant Serum. This is well loved and its popularity has been increasing on YouTube, which is great. Comes in in a fairly opaque dropper bottle again, so it's not completely airless or airtight, and it is correctly formulated at the correct pH. It has 15% vitamin C plus the vitamin E and ferulic acid. This costs $27.95 for 1 ounce. So much more affordable than the other products that we've looked at so far. And once again, it's a completely liquid formula. You could use it as a toner or very easily integrate it into any other part of your skincare routine and your moisturizers. But considering all aspects, price point, formulation, amount of vitamin C, all those things, I think that the #1 vitamin C out currently on the market for the price is from Timeless, which also has been increasing in popularity on YouTube, so you may have already heard of it. This is their 20% vitamin C serum. So as you'll notice, compared to the other 3 products that I listed, this has more vitamin C, topping out at 20%, which is great, plus the vitamin E, and it also has ferulic acid. It comes in an opaque packaging, which also has an airless pump dispenser, so fantastic for preserving the vitamin C that's in here. The old packaging was not an airless pump dispenser, so that's a recent great improvement that the company has made. It is formulated at the correct pH of around 3, and even better, this is the most affordable of all of them. For 1 ounce of product, it's only $25.95. So not only does it have the same or more amount of product as the other 3 that I showed you, but it is the least amount of money of all the ones that I showed you, and has more of the vitamin C at 20% instead of 15. So there is really no reason why this should not be at the very top of your list. It is a fantastic, fantastic product. I'm gonna give you 3 more recommendations for vitamin C products that are in a non-water-based or anhydrous solution or formula. These are a little more particular in how you use them, which is why I don't think they're as accessible as the ones I just showed you, but they can also be used in kind of more targeted ways, which I think may be helpful for some people interested in that. And this isn't in no particular order, but certainly the most affordable of the 3 that I'll show you is from The Ordinary. This is their vitamin C suspension of 30% in silicone. So this is anhydrous, meaning it's not in water. It is a silicone-based product. And so because it's not in water, it is stable. It doesn't need the other vitamin or antioxidants to keep the vitamin C stable, just as a note. So you get 1 fluid ounce of product for $6.80. You cannot beat the price point for this. Now, I will say that the formula of this is very slippery. The first ingredient is dimethicone, which gives you that slip. And it is quite, it has quite like a, I don't know if greasy is the correct word, but it has a very unpleasant texture on the skin, and it doesn't look very pleasant either. So this is something that I use only at night. The other thing is that it's at 30%, so it's well above the 10 to 20% range that's kind of recommended, which is a good thing because it's very potent, but on the other hand, it can cause a bit of irritation, especially to people who have more sensitive skin, or honestly just normal skin, but the concentration is so high that I have found that when I use this product, I do have a tingling sensation on the skin. So this is something that I would recommend that you use only at night. You'll probably be limited for all practical purposes to using it only at night because of the way that it looks and feels on the skin. And B, it's something that I wouldn't use on a daily basis. I would use this more like an overnight treatment, maybe 2 times a week. For more of a spot treatment type of product on specific areas, particularly of discoloration, for example, sunspots, or sometimes I will use this on a blemish that tends, at least on my skin, to heal dark, is this product by Paulas Choice. This is the vitamin C treatment from the Resist line. It is called the Resist Vitamin C Spot Treatment. This contains 25% vitamin C, so a little less than the one from The Ordinary, but more than any of the water-based products that we discussed. There is also updated packaging on this product. It comes in a white tube with an orange cap and orange lettering, just so you aren't surprised when you see it in the link below. For half an ounce, this retails for $55. So very expensive, but it is a spot treatment. So it is something that will last you a very, very long time, which is good that it's in an anhydrous base, because otherwise it would take you way longer to use up a tube than would be good for the stability of the vitamin C in here. So this also has a very slippery texture to it, but it's not something that you put all over the skin, so I don't find that to be very problematic. It is something that you can use in the daytime, just after you pat it in and kind of let it settle. You can absolutely put makeup on top of it if you wanted to, or you can use it at night. Sometimes I will get a very mild tingling sensation with this one, more so if there's something like a blemish that maybe is not even completely healed yet, but it's nothing that has ever bothered me, and certainly is not as noticeable as the sensation you might get with The Ordinary product. And the last product is something that I've never heard talked about on any blogs or even on YouTube. This is by the brand Exuviance, and this is their Empower Vitamin C Serum Capsules. So this is the form in which the product comes. Inside are 60 individually packaged capsules, which look like this, and this entire jar retails for $70. So again, quite expensive. You'll pretty much get 60 uses out of this at $70. If you used one every single day, then it would be 2 months worth of product for $70, but at a very effective level. There's 20% vitamin C in here. The first ingredient is dimethicone, so it again has that kind of slip to it, but it is something that is much easier to integrate with a makeup routine if you wanted to, as opposed to The Ordinary, which I really don't think you could do. And this also does include vitamin E in the formula. And Exuviance is actually a Neostrata brand, if that means anything to you. Now, I do want to make a comment about a very long-standing top vitamin C product that a lot of people recommend, which is the SkinCeuticals CE Ferulic Serum, which also includes the 15% vitamin C and the vitamin E and ferulic acid, like we talked about being so great. But the reason why I am not recommending that product and not including it as one of my top choices is because I find it completely unnecessary. For the 1 ounce of product, it comes in a bottle just like this, it is $166, which I think is absolutely ludicrous. There is nothing so magical about the one from SkinCeuticals that would justify that level of money to pay for it. You should just purchase the ones from Maylove or Timeless or even Paulas Choice and Drunk Elephant, and you're going to get all of the key ingredients and more from those products without having to spend $166. So that's why I don't recommend it as an option. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, well, you just showed this Exuviance product and that's $70 only for 60 capsules or 60 uses, and you may be able to use the SkinCeutical ones for 120 uses. But first of all, it would still be more expensive than if you doubled the price for the Exuviance one. But also the difference is that the SkinCeutical ones is in an aqueous, or it's in a water base. So as you're using it, it is degrading over time. The one from Exuviance, these are all single encapsulated uses, and it's very stable because it's not in a water base. So even if you use this for a week and then for some reason forgot to for the next month, you could come back to it and the L-ascorbic acid in this would still be stable and effective for you to use. If you spent $166 on the SkinCeutical ones and you for some reason didn't use it on a daily basis and use it up right away, you threw out something in the ballpark of $166 out the window for that product. So I hope this video is helpful to you. I hope that you try some of these vitamin C products out, and please let me know in the comments below if you have any positive experiences with any of my recommendations. There are a ton of great vitamin C products out there, but I really wanted to concentrate on the best of the best in my experience and based on the ingredients. So please give the video a thumbs up if you like this video or if you found it helpful. As always, thank you so much for taking the time to watch, and I'll see you in the next one.